Music is more than sound, it's survival. It gives ways to feelings we don't know how to explain. In moments of joy, it amplifies happiness. In moments of pain, it reminds us we are not alone. Music helps regulate emotions, reduce stress, and create connection, even when everything feels overwhelming. For many people, music isn't just entertainment, it's therapy, identity, and healing. Today I'm in the studio with Barison Muchetu, a musician, to talk about mental health costs of making music. Mr. Barry, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
For those audience who know or listen to you today for the first time, can you please tell them who you are?
Okay, as you have heard, my name is Barry Muchetu. Full name is Barison Muchetu. Yeah, but I'm just known as Barry Muchetu. Yes, so I was born in the Zimbabwean city of Bulawayo, long time ago in the 70s. So I've lived there most of my all my growing up actually. And then I moved to Canada in 2001, and I've been living here ever since and doing my to and fro there. Yes, I am a musician, amongst other things.
What inspired you to become a musician?
Mm, I can't say, I would say maybe music was always around in my home. Uh, my parents were music loving people. We just had music around. But my first love at first was acting, actually.
Oh, wow.
I
That's
actually became
interesting.
more active. I became active in acting in school. I
Mm-hmm.
always liked to do acting and all that. And then, as I was in high school, later years of high school,
Mm-hmm.
music was always a bit here and there. Then I joined the choir at high school
Mm-hmm.
because my elder brother had been in a choir which became very popular, and I was kind of jealous of the fame they got. And I thought, no, I think music is a little more attractive to people. So with that, it kind of developed into an interest. I got into the choir as well, and I had a passion for writing.
Mm-hmm.
So I would write songs, and at that time, music was. I didn't. I always knew I was gonna do it, but I did not think of it as a reliable way to make a living or to
Mm-hmm.
really rely heavily on music. So
Mm-hmm.
it was always something I did, no matter what else I was doing.
Okay. So when you
Yes.
write music, do you write it out of your emotions, feelings, or experience?
Yeah, emotions, feelings, and experience, and also just observing, because there are times you look at what's going on in the world socially, politically, economically,
Mm-hmm.
and there are some of those things and feelings that you carry and you get to people. Like I remember one of the first songs I actually put down on paper. It was after I left high school and I was now working on my first job. It was just a general factory job in Zimbabwe, Monarch Steel.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working with a lot of people, and a lot of those people had worked. For me, it was like, okay, I'm going to do this and then find something else to do. But I was working with men who had worked their lives, supported their families until they were now almost retiring with their,
Mm-hmm.
and that plight struck me when I just said, oh, these men have worked for so hard,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
seemingly for so little, but they've actually made a life out of it. So because I'd experienced it, I kind of wrote it, went poetic with it, and became a song.
Mm.
Yeah. So the process of writing songs, it has been different triggers.
So you
But
write, you sing, and you produce.
yes, I kind of not the best producer, but I can, take it to a decent place where now if I approach an expert and I say, okay, this is what I've got so far, then they take it from there.
Okay, what kind of music do you sing?
My music is kind of blended. I think it has been evolving through the years, and Now, my influence came a lot from reggae and
Mm-hmm.
from jazz. I listen to a lot of Afro jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
you will find that a lot of my music has a bit of that jazzy
Mm-hmm.
feel
Mm-hmm.
to it. And uh, I could say now, when I look at it with the evolution, it has just, at first, it was just anything that sounds good. A song sounds good. You meet a girl that you like at 17, you write a song for her. So
You meet another one as
you
well.
meet
You write
another
a song.
one, you write another one.
Oh my goodness. And sometimes you have that experience where maybe if the girl ditch you, you write again, express your
That's actually
emotions as
responsible for
well.
many songs. I think
Uh-huh.
Hollywood built a whole industry on heartbreaks.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Yeah, so with time, obviously, my subject matter it evolved. When you grow up from a child to a man,
mm-hmm,
you now start to see other challenges, and you also evolve spiritually, and you also politically, you also view the world in a certain way,
mm-hmm,
and you
mm-hmm,
say this is right, this is wrong.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, people should speak more of this, and no, this is wrong, and people are not really speaking out about it, or people pretend not to be aware of it.
mm-hmm,
Abuse, things like that.
mm-hmm,
The content tends to shift now with what life has
mm-hmm,
been teaching.
mm-hmm,
So of late, I find music being more follows the spiritual and the psychological part, where sometimes music has become to me more like a spiritual hygiene.
mm-hmm. So you
Uh,
can say personally, music sometimes helps you during those difficult moments or the time you have emotional moments.
Yes, most definitely, most definitely. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe just because I'm a musician, for me, there is a time when nothing but music is good for that
Ah,
moment.
okay.
When I don't want to talk to anybody, I don't want to. Music will put me right. So
Ah,
I'll have my own playlist and know that, okay,
uh-huh.
this is a good time. So I'll find a way of avoiding people,
Mm-hmm.
put my headphones on. After an hour of that, I'm good. It's real
Mm-hmm.
therapy for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like that for others, but maybe for me, because I'm involved in it,
Mm-hmm.
I've just actually made time that
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, if on a weekend there's just time where, okay, I put my phone very far away from me, it's just
Mm-hmm.
time to listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
And music that is actually
Therapy.
therapy.
Yeah.
Not feel good music, not some of the music might not even have lyrics, but
Mm-hmm.
something in it touches
Mm-hmm.
the right
Mm-hmm.
the right chords.
That's right. So
Yes,
now they say the music and beats now connects people globally from different cultures.
most definitely. Yeah,
Mm.
most definitely. Because I remember when I first wrote the song Denga,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the people who identified with them with the song actually did not speak the language. I
Mm.
remember I was working with one guy, and he's like, and even actually, the story of that song, when we were in the studio, the producer I was working with, he had some people also in the house.
Mm-hmm.
When we finished recording it, there
Mm-hmm.
was somebody, one of his guests, who couldn't understand a word of what we were singing about, who says, I want that song. There's something deep about that song. There's just something that, and it just so happened that every time, most people would just love the song, and I would have to tell them what it means. And they say, I knew it meant something serious, because when I listened to it, it just meant something. So I think in terms of communication, we are yet to catch up with nature, because there are some things that we cannot explain, but which are very real, like
That's
what
right.
music does to people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Can you tell our audience, you mentioned the example of one of that inspiring music, Denga. Can you tell our audience what's the meaning of Denga and what the song is about?
Okay. The song is about parents, and it talks and says, if I could talk to God, the Father of Heaven, I would only, and if you could listen to me, I would ask for Him to take you into His heaven, just so that I can thank you.
Okay.
So it was just one of those songs that just came to me, and wrote it after I sang it, actually.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes.
Was it, did you write it through any certain experience you went through in your life?
Actually, no. What had actually happened was we had been experimenting with a lot of music with this guy, this producer, this a friend of mine called Bruce
Mm-hmm,
Matema.
mm-hmm,
So I
mm-hmm.
used to visit him every time, and that time it was like, oh, what kind of music should we really do? We were really trying to find ourselves.
Yes.
Him as a
Mm-hmm,
producer, me as a musician, as a singer.
mm-hmm,
And we had tried certain things, and like, it's not really there. There's got to be something
mm-hmm,
that we can do that's more there. So when we one afternoon we were very tired of just trying out this or trying out, and said, let's just try something new.
mm-hmm.
But I want to try something that means something.
With a
And
meaning.
somehow I had a rough melody to say, if it's this tempo
Mm-hmm,
and this. So he started playing the keyboard, and I started singing over. And I sang one verse, one line. It was only one line at that time that I had in my head, over and over and over and over and over until it became a song. Like dai musiki samatenga vachitaurwa navo tinogwada mazuva nezuva dai vapinda denga, repeatedly. At the end of like 10 minutes, he had already arranged a beat with it and says, now all you have to do is find words to fill this. So that's when I took the paper and started to write.
mm.
But already the song, the feeling of the song had already been established. So
Okay.
after that, we're like, I think we found a formula of how to make songs where the song must mean something and the melody must rhyme. You don't have to write the whole story at first, but just get how the song sounds like, and then after that you will write the full
Mm-hmm.
the full story.
That's right.
Yeah.
But we also know in the music industry, there's also pressure
Yes.
in making that music, in
Mhm.
also producing. We all know there's also competition. There are
Mhm.
so many musicians, and you want to sell your albums,
Yeah.
and sometimes you hit the rock.
Mm. Yeah.
Can you please
Many times.
explain that challenge in the music industry and how you go about it?
Yeah, that is a serious challenge in the music industry, and I think it affects just about everyone. And how to cope. Well, I think there are different ways of coping. For some people, really get so pressured to a point where they either give up music or they go extremes to really try to be heard. Yeah, so I think I experienced that a little bit, not too much, because I think as from even when I was starting music, I'd never pressured myself to say I must make money from it.
It was just like a passion
It
for
was a
you.
passion, and also the people I had met who were in music at that time when I was younger. I had some big brothers who were really session musicians in Bulawayo before I left Bulawayo. And they were so good to me and so proud of me. The fact that I was in college at that time, had working on another career.
Mhm.
And they were like, no, we like it that you love music and you come and do, but the fact that you've got something else to pay your bills and to feed yourself, that's the best way to go. That way, you're not pressured to say, if my music doesn't make it, you got a chance to grow naturally. You are not pressured, you're not pushed to want to sell.
Mhm.
And because of that, because music is true love, in that you divorce and reconcile
That's right.
every month with
Mhm.
music.
Yes,
Sometimes
exactly.
you say, for now I've got too much going on, maybe at work or family wise, and you stop, and then knowing that you're going to go back.
Mm.
So why I think I'm still doing it after so many years is just the fact that I never considered it a thing that I never put targets to it and say, if it doesn't work this way, then it has not worked.
Mhm.
For me, there's no not working, because I'm just like saying, until I'm unable to do music, I'll always be doing music, whether it's bought or not.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's right.
And fortunately, recognition is coming slowly.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's right.
So as for the pressure, I think for me, that's how I've coped. I've just known it's a lifelong journey.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I actually feel pressured if I've got something that I want it to come out a certain way and I'm kind of failing to.
Mm,
So sometimes I put it to rest and come back to it again.
that's right.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes have stage fright when you want to perform in front of people?
Stage fright, no. I
Okay.
think that's one area where I'm lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually more nervous talking to one person
Oh,
than talking to a crowd. Naturally,
okay.
that's why I said
Mhm.
maybe it's because I liked acting when I was young. So
Yes, that's
when I was
right.
so acting was really theater at school. It was
Yes,
it was
in
on
front of
stage,
everyone. Mm-hmm.
and I think that's when I got a little bit trained to just not be afraid to
Mm.
go. Yeah, what I do have is anxiety before like a show. And that's just the anxiety of saying, what if the sound is not right? Is this and that correct? That line wasn't sounding, but not really
Mm-hmm.
to fear the people.
Yeah,
Once the curtain goes down, it's finished.
that's right. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
How do you deal with negativity? As we know now, today with the modern technology that we
Yeah.
have sometimes on social media, some people may just pass negative comments.
Yeah. Ah, I think it would depend. I can't say they don't affect me, but I think I accepted a long time ago that not everybody is going to like your
Your
music.
music, yes. Mm-hmm.
And I think I was very real with myself to know that, okay, because there are some people who would be like, they only like this kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
If they can't
Mm-hmm.
dance to it, they don't like it.
Yes.
So you're like, okay, so if my music is not dance music, then I'm not really, it's not their cup of tea. So there's nothing I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot now twist my art to try and be liked. It's good when people like it, but there's always going to be somebody who is just saying, no, I don't like him. I don't like it. And actually, maybe it's come with time that I am not easily intimidated
Mm-hmm.
because I never went to anyone and say, buy my music, I'm selling this, so I'm selling that. If you don't like it, you don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah. So I've never really, I don't think there's one interesting thing one actor once said when I was watching an interview, says, they said, what would you say to someone who wants to do acting as a career? And he
Mm-hmm.
says, I would tell them, don't do it. It's unreliable, it's stressful, and your chances of making it are 0.0001%. It's really not something I would encourage you to do. And then he says, if you listen to what I've just said
Mm-hmm.
and you can give up, then give up. But if you listen to what I've just said and told you the negatives about it, and you still say, I'm going to do it anyway, then you are meant for it.
You'll make it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, music, I think I always took that approach that it is not an easy thing. That's why when I'm not up to it, I let it go for a while. But I know that I'm going to go back, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because I know I'm not expecting. A pat on the shoulder anytime soon, because I just know that, okay, if sometimes I do it for myself, I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy making music and listening to music. And when I'm not making music, most of the time I'm hardly not really a TV person.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time my music is on in the background no matter what I'm doing,
That's right.
so I can't get away from it. And so if even on my own self I cannot separate myself from music.
It's part of
So
who you
what
are.
somebody
That's part of your
says is
identity.
very far from discouraging me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So when you do marketing, are you selling albums? How are you marketing your music?
Mostly it's selling it's well on YouTube and shows.
Okay.
Yes. For albums now I'm actually working on a compilation which is actually going to sell as an album.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Mostly it's content for performances. I do have some videos on YouTube and social platforms. But as music has evolved over the years, and I think other musicians might actually attest to it, that the way we grew up knowing music, that you make a good song, you go to a recording company,
Mm-hmm.
they make copies of your album, and you count how many copies you've sold. It's no
Yes.
longer like that.
Yeah, because it's rare for some of us now, because I remember we used to play like CDs in the
Hmm.
houses.
Yes.
Before it was records where you put a record, and
Record,
now we don't
yes.
even have the record
Then,
to
then it was
play it. Now it
cassettes.
was cassettes. Now we don't have,
Cassettes,
even
it
the
was,
stores do not sell those
yeah,
radios with
yeah,
cassettes.
yeah.
Now we evolved to
The
CDs.
CDs.
I remember I used to have different CDs in my
CDs,
car
a
where I would play them,
collection.
but I very rarely now play CDs.
See,
Now people, you have USD, and they
USD.
now have Spotify and different channels to play the
Yes,
music.
it's been
So it's kind
crazy.
of evolving with the
It has been
technology.
evolving so much that it's hard to keep up. So we actually have to be evolving as well as musicians,
Yes, yes.
Yeah, because now I was actually thinking, there used to be a time when every payday, when I used to get paid, I'd pass by HMV to buy a CD, at least one. Maybe I walk out to two or three, but I had a small budget for music shopping every every time I got in touch with money, because that's how I'm like, okay, music was always part of me.
Mm-hmm.
Because even before I was recording, your friends would just come to my place because they would know I'd have a wide collection of music. Go through my CDs. Now I don't think I even have a single CD remaining. So
That's
it
right.
has been evolving, and with AI now and everything, we are still learning.
Yes.
We are still learning of which is the best way to really market it. And now I'm in touch with people who just do that side of things, the management and the marketing side. Because as an artist, it can be hard for you to chase those things, and not all artists are good business people.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's true.
Me especially.
That's why people have to choose, like you said before. If you don't like the music, then
Mhm.
just don't listen.
Yeah,
Don't.
yeah, yeah,
There's no need to say harsh words. Just
yeah,
don't
yeah.
listen. And if you are scrolling, just scroll to the next
To the
and look
next,
for what you
yes.
are
And the people
interested
have
in.
different reasons to dislike.
Mm-hmm.
To dislike something. I've
Yes.
actually never really got very. Yeah, maybe it's just that I don't take criticism that bad, but I think the only one time when there was a fan who was very, very hostile in a sense, and that's when I started out. I was singing with this group in Bulawayo,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a gala which was arranged uh, they were introducing draft beer, Castle draft beer, and it was a draft beer, Castle draft. So there were many bands
Mm-hmm.
playing, and I think that was my first real gig with the band I was with.
Mm-hmm.
The musicians were experienced, but I was new.
Mm-hmm.
So I sang the song that I was singing and finished, and the crowd was very happy.
They were cheering.
They were cheering. And after another group came on, the crowd said, "No, we want that kid. He must come back.
A
That boy
replay.
must replay." So when I did that, and the dance floor was full. One guy, he had a knob carry with him. He was wearing some traditional stuff. And he came and pointed at me on the stage. He says,
Wow.
"Do you think we are enjoying your Shona song here?"
Mm.
And because I was on stage, and like I mentioned before, that I'm not afraid to be on stage, I just looked at him and continued singing. And the
Yeah.
crowd saw that, and they actually cheered more. He got frustrated and he left. And when he left, everyone was like, yeah. So
You were not intimidated by that
no,
behavior.
because actually, maybe if you had done that when I started, it could have shocked me. But now
Because
the
the
crowd had
crowd.
actually requested for me to come on stage.
Exactly.
And I knew
Exactly.
that he was upset because people liked it. He was not upset because I was singing. My singing was bad. So that's why I say people have different reasons for disliking something.
That's right.
And
Exactly.
we cannot, sometimes you just have to just stand your ground. Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. What are your words of advice to some musicians who are struggling silently
Depends. Yeah, struggling with the creativity part or with the industry.
with the industry?
I just, to a word of encouragement, say it's not an easy industry, but it does pay to be authentic. Don't let the industry turn you into someone you're not. Don't let, don't change, for instance, your appearance or change your, how could I put it, or pretend to be somebody you are not just to be accepted. Because that way, now the pressure is going to be a lot for
Yes.
you because you'll have pressure to maintain. Yeah, you have pressure to maintain, you have pressure to. Most of them, artists that we see around, a lot of them are just very natural people that if you meet that person, they do not go out of their way to fit in. So that is one. Secondly, I would say, especially for young artists, listen to a lot of music. Don't listen. I've worked with a lot of younger artists, young in terms of age, and one thing I've seen, which usually happens, which is a letdown, is they will only listen. Maybe like these days, it's amapiano playing. They find a person is a musician but only listens to amapiano. Or a person is a musician only listens to house or only listens to Zim dance hall. As an artist, that is not. I wouldn't encourage that. Listen to jazz, listen to hip hop, listen to everything, even the music you don't really like. You will always find something. So I said that I've got some favorites in all genres. I would say, okay, I'm not really a rap fan, but I will listen to Tupac. I'm not really 100% reggae, but I'll listen to Bob Marley. I'm not really jazz, but I'll listen to Yuma Segel. I'm not. So that way, that actually opens your creative ways, and you start to see that, oh, there is actually a lot of ways to do music. A lot of ways to do music. Even one single song, there's 100 ways to do it.
Yes.
So that way you don't run out of. But if you go into it saying, I want to be strictly house music, you're gonna listen to only to house, and you end up wanting to copy to stay in that lane. But if you just listen to music as music, and then let yourself create your own. I think that is, for me, it has taken away the pressure because I don't want to be the next anybody else. I listen to all people's music. I was watching just now when on Facebook, and people were debating. They say, the greatest of all, the greatest in this generation. People used to maybe compare Oliver Mtukudzi and Thomas Mapfuma, compare this one and that one. I think that's done by people who are not musicians, because music is never really competition. It's supposed to be different.
Yes.
You all supposed to reach different audiences. It is okay not to be liked by everyone. There is no number one. So that in question, take the pressure off yourself and do music as you interpret it yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we don't know what inspired that person to become a musician,
Yes.
to write or to
To write
sing.
or
As
to
we are
sing.
saying, sometimes it's based on emotions, feelings, or
Yes,
experience.
yes. Cast your net wide. Listen to everything and anything. There is no black man music, no white people's music, no. Listen to everything. Your soul will tell you what identifies with you. And from there, now as a creative person, your own creative, your own creative magic is going to take over. Your success has many parents. You have to take a bit from everywhere. You learn something from Yeah, but if you pressurize yourself, because I now listen to things we were listening to when we were kids and say, what the hell were we listening to this? And you're like, it was just because it was a hype. Okay, I was 15 years old and everyone was saying, that song is number one. But now I find out, did I really like it or was I just following a trend? So that's why I say for young artists, don't listen to music because it's the in thing. Listen to 40 something year music from 40 years ago. You'll see that you find that bass line that you thought was new is actually an old song which was sampled and put here.
That's right.
Because I was in the studio with some musicians, much younger musicians, and I was like, usually now they had a habit of saying, let's play something from YouTube. We just play my choice of music there. So I'd play the music from a long time. And then one person is like, oh, you mean this music is from the 60s? I thought Beyonce is the original singer. I'm like, no. It's this is old music, and I encourage you to listen to everything because the commercial world, they'll feed you some things.
That's right.
They'll feed you an image. They will feed you what to like. And as a musician, as an artist, you can't afford that. You are the one who should set the trends, and it should come from a wealth of education. Educate yourself by listening to the masters from before.
That's right.
Yes.
What's one of the best songs that you have produced?
Best. Maybe I can only say best.
Maybe like the one you like most.
The one I like most. It's a different one every day. I think. But maybe I could say there are songs which I actually got to get an awakening that, oh, this song is actually good because I didn't think much of it and people like it. A song like Buhera. Somehow people just say, no, that song is it. So it's now become, I could call it one of the best because of the response. Yes. Because of the response and how people react to it. And also Denga. Denga is it was a pioneer song, but it's very much well liked. It's very much well liked. I think some people who don't know my name will say, that guy, that Denga guy.
It's becoming your nickname. That's the Denga guy.
Yeah, and even when I would have maybe some request to play maybe at a birthday or something like that, and they say, no, but you must make sure you must put Denga there. But to me, it's one of the simplest songs. But maybe its simplicity touches, its simplicity, I think, makes it connect with a lot of people.
That's right. So for anyone who might listen to this podcast and they want someone for a show, event,
Yes,
function,
function.
or they want to listen to your music, how can they get in touch with you and where can they also find your music?
Okay. Yes, they can find my music. I think right now they're working on putting it on all digital platforms. Should be very soon, all of it there. And also there's some on YouTube. And for contact, Zimbabwe Music Promotions Productions is actually doing the bookings and the promotional material. So I think there's going to be a number to put
The Music Productions.
The music productions, yes. Yes, like I say that artists are not usually artists are bad business people, so it's always better for somebody else to handle that side
manage
of
them.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all right. So music connects hearts, it heals wounds, and reminds us that even in silence, we are never truly alone. Behind every song is a human being with emotions, pressure, and struggles we rarely see. If this conversation resonated with you, share it with either an artist or anyone who want to hear that they are not alone. Mental health matters on and off the stage, as Mr. Barison Muchetu has already said the experience they go through as musicians to make that wonderful music you listen, or the pressure they go through before they come on the stage to perform. We just have to know that they are also human beings. And please, you can go on Zim Music Productions, the website.com, and also on YouTube. If you look for Zim Music Productions, you also look for Barry Muchetu. You can listen to his wonderful music and performance, and please support him. Please share, like, and subscribe to our episode so that we can bring you more episodes. And we want to thank you, all our viewers, for watching our podcast, for supporting. You can also leave us some comments and suggestions of what kind of topics you want us to discuss in relation to mental health. Let us love one another. Let us support one another, and also dialogue, communicate so we can bring safer environments for everyone. You have a wonderful day. Thank you.